Alright, where does Square suck? FF14 was a bomb. FF13 was okay, but wasn't very good at the same time.
So basically your argument is that Square sucked recently, not overall.
For at least the past decade or so. That's pretty recent.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, they've had some bright spots. The World Ends With You. FF12 I really liked.
Third birthday?
For Heroes of Light. Third birthday? Not at all. And what's next for them? What's next? It's more of the Fabula, Nova, whatever, Final Fantasy 13 spin-off games that they announced how many years ago. There's no release dates for them. Maybe they'll be at E3. Maybe they'll be good.
I think what 13-2, whatever that's called.
Yeah,
that's going to be there.
13-2. But I have no faith in that because that is the same team as Final Fantasy 13. Most importantly, it's the same director.
But I think the fan base actually are looking forward to that more than they were for 13. I don't know what that actually, because I haven't played 13, so I don't know. I can't really argue it. I only know about what I read, and it seems like people are really excited for 13-2. It seems like this is actually going to be their saving grace.
Hopefully, because it's a mystery, because we haven't seen anything about it yet. It's like the Sonic cycle. Sonic gets announced, and then you see screenshots, and you're like, oh.
And then you get it, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
I thought there was video of 13.
There's a single trailer for 13-2.
The teaser too.
Yeah.
Lightning, the character, is super popular in Japan, at least. Right?
Yeah.
Because she was into Dissidia 2 as well, and you can unlock her in Third Birthday as well. The Third Birthday was horrible, and that's the same team that's doing 13-2, basically. It's the same writer, the same director, and it's the same team doing Final Fantasy Type 0, which used to be Agato 13. It's not Agato 13 anymore.
It's Type 0.
Because FF13 is seen in a very poor light, so they changed the title, and now it has nothing to do with the 13 universe at all. It's its own spin-off franchise, like Crystal Chronicles or 4 Years of Light. What they got to do is just...
I was just going to ask that. What do you think Square would have to do?
Wait, first, what is Square's problem?
Square's problem?
Yeah, what are they doing wrong now?
I think right now it's a lot of rehashing of not per se old ideas, but old franchises and bringing those back up. I think
it's nothing but Final Fantasy games as far as I can see.
Yeah.
In the 90s, early 2000s, you had Einhander, you had Tobal, you had Eredites, you had all these different IPs. This is Xenogears. We had the Chrono Trigger Cross series.
We saw a quote unquote sequel to the Xenogears franchise in Xenosaga.
And look how that turned out.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's
exactly.
Square games are that quality now. Xenosaga was anime cliche bullshit. The writing is the worst. It's terrible. The direction is horrible. The stories go nowhere.
The real question, but would you want to see Square branch out then and do other things, more like Ergez and more like Tobal?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, like Tobal was fun. Ergez had some controller issues.
Yeah, some of those games had issues, like Tobal, Great Fencer Musashi.
Yeah.
Had some issues. Desert Fate.
But would you want to see them build on that, or would you want to see them do quote unquote what they do best, which is RPGs?
I would go with that. I would go with RPGs.
Yeah, but their RPGs they're so stagnant and lousy. They're not like.
But I wouldn't blame it on the company as a whole. I would blame it on the team that they've got working on.
Yes, the teams that are making
exactly.
games.
I would blame it on the team.
But I mean, those teams make up the company. Like
no, but I'm saying
they are the ones in charge of those franchises.
But that team is the one that's not, living up to snuff.
No, they're not.
That's the thing. So I wouldn't want to say the company, but I mean, yeah, they represent the company, so to speak. But that team is the one that's not. I mean,
but those teams are in charge of some of the biggest franchises in video game almost history.
I wouldn't say they're in charge of the biggest franchise. I mean, that's not 13. Final Fantasy 13 is not their best game.
It's not. But do you really think that Square would farm out that franchise to an outside developer? Ever?
Oh, obviously not.
Never. So like it's going to be that team making Final Fantasies until.
But they can put together a team. Especially like if they can get like the right people.
They get Team Ninja
within their group.
The right people are there. The they're just not making the game.
Team Ninja.
They're doing like the guy who made Final Fantasy IV
Right.
and Parasite Eve, Chrono Trigger. He's still there.
Right.
The first Parasite.
First Parasite.
Okay. Which is
He had nothing to do with Third Birthday.
right.
Well, let's not even talk about Third Birthday. Let's just move on past Third Birthday.
He's
please.
still there, and he is. I think he is working on a new game.
Right.
We don't know what it is yet. I hope it's at E3. So they do have the good people there. They're just working on low key stuff that flies under the radar.
Would you like to see these guys brought back to do something big?
I'd love to see them do something big. Yeah.
Honestly, I'd like to see, or at least hear of the low key stuff that they're doing. Like I would like to check that stuff out because I'm sure with it being low key, like they're given probably a lot more freedom to do almost whatever. Not almost, but a large majority of what they want, what their vision is going directly into their game and not getting edited. So I'd like to see that stuff.
I hope Versus 13 is there. That used that before 13 too. That was the
needs
one
to be there.
everyone pinned all their hopes and dreams on.
Right. That's. I think that's the game I was talking about.
But it's been almost 6 years and we've only had like beta.
You know what?
Footage.
If Versus 13 turns out like 13, where a sequel comes out within 12 months, I'm kind of upset. Yeah, kind of upset.
Square, you could have us back, but